What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's CC Gamer here. Today, I'm doing a tutorial, which is very different from any video I've done in the past. Now, I'm doing a tutorial on command blocks, which if you've seen any of my previous videos, you may know I'm pretty good at. So, what I've done is I've thrown together a few commands to make a sort of moon pack, I suppose. So I've got this collection of command blocks, and I will show you how to use it. Whoops! Oh gosh, that's my levitation pad. I'm going to show you how to use it. First of all, I'm just going to go through all of the features and how it all works, and then afterwards I will show you how to adapt it, and all the commands will be linked into the description of the video. And without further ado, let's start. So, obviously, we are inside right now, so we don't need any space helmet or anything. So, but when we go outside, we will. And this is a airlock, which Marcus made, because he is the redstone genius. And so, yeah, so this is the space helmet. It's a custom head, as you can see. It looks very snazzy indeed. This is a sort of oxygen refilling station. I could use resource packs maybe or something to make this look a little bit better. But for now, it's just a nice little box with a pressure plate. So if you stand in here and then you can put the helmet on, you'll see that the XP bar is now just going down. So what this is, that's like the oxygen bar. So when that gets to 0 levels and 0 XP, you will die. Or start to die at least, but that's what I'm going to show you. So let's go out the airlock. Oh, and most of the landscape out here is built by Marcus as well. It's very, very snazzy. Anyway, so yeah, this is another one over here. If you see, we're now on 49 levels. We can now go, if we stand here, we get put back up to 50. Now that number can be set to whatever you like, but I just made it so it's set to 50. Anyway, so another thing that you might notice, I've got jump boost out here, which is a pretty simple command. I did try doing stuff with slow falling, but it didn't really produce the desired effect, so I just kept it with just jump boost. Anyway, I'm going to show you the dying now. So this thing, if I stand here, is going to set my levels to 10, and it will very rapidly go down to 0, and then we can see what happens. So here we go, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now I have been infected with Wither. I could have used instant damage, but that would have been really quick, or poison, but that wouldn't have killed me, so I went with Wither. It can obviously be adapted and changed very easily. There we go, and I died. But we can go back outside, so I'll get a new space helmet, because else I will die out there straight away. Put that on. There we go. Oh, another thing to note, while you're in here, if you leave a space helmet on, you will also suffocate because it's not connected. But anyway, let's go outside and collect the items. So here we go. We've got 2 space helmets now. Oh, look at that. That goes really well with the lab suit. Actually, that's really good. Anyway, obviously, if you make the very smart choice of taking your space helmet off in space, you start to die, so you want to put that on back very quickly, and obviously you lose all the oxygen as well. It all goes straight out, so you'll need to be near an oxygen station or whatever you want to call it. But then once you've done it all, you can obviously go back inside and take the space suit helmet off. If you don't take it off, you will die, as I mentioned earlier. Anyway, yes, so I think that is all the features. I might be mistaken, but I will now show you how it works, which it is quite complicated. So if you don't want to watch this, you can just, please, if you want, just stop watching now. But if you do want to put this in your own world and adapt it, then I recommend watching this part. So I'm going to, in the description, I'm going to have all the commands, as I said earlier, and they will have numbers next to them so you can reference from this video. So the first command block is the command block which gives us a little bounce, a little moon bounce, and that is jump boost, and this is command 1. And it very simply just gives all players jump boost and hides the particles. Not very complicated, but very effective. I did try using slow falling, but it just didn't work quite as well. The next thing is command 2, and it's starting to get more complicated now because we're getting the oxygen. So this is to just get the helmet, and this is command 2. It's a very simple give command, but it's giving you a custom helmet, space helmet. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's command 2. On to command 3, we want to do every single exit and entrance. This is technically 2 commands, but I'll put it as 3.5 and 3 because that would make sense. So at the doors, if I just mine down here, whoops, there you go. This is the command. You just have to okay, I'm not very good at redstone, but pretty much if people are leaving your interior, you want to run this command here, which is command 3. And if people are entering the interior, let me just move over here. Where is it? Here he is. There we go. If people are entering, you want to run this command. The only difference between these 2 commands is that this one has a 1 at the end. And they are relative, so you would want to position it very near to your pressure plates. You want those outside every door and every exit and entrance into your place, so that when people come out, because if I got rid of that command block when you came out here, you'd be able to breathe. So you want to make sure that those command blocks are on every entrance and exit. It can just be a regular door, but you can adapt it to make it work. Anyway, so that's the simplest thing. Before that will work, before that will do anything, you do need to run this command here, which will be command 4, and this is creating a scoreboard dummy called inside. And what this does, if you are inside, you've got an inside score of 1, and if you're outside, you've got an inside score of 0. And that's pretty much how then these command blocks determine how they should treat you, really. Anyway, on to command 5 now. We have the wither command. So what this command block does, it has these ones have to be repeating. I'll leave a link to it all in the description with if they need to be repeating or not. And this one, so what this one does is you've got it checks if the any players have got 0 XP and 0 levels, and that they are outside, so inside equals 0. And if they do, then it will give them wither, and that will obviously start to kill you. The next command, which will be command 6, again, it's very simple like the first one. This is just removing 1 experience point from everyone every tick. So that's very simple. Anyway, on to command 7. Is it that one or this one? I'm going to just do this one next. So on to command 7. This is command 7. We've got this one. So this one is wither for if you're inside and taking off your space helmet. If you've got 0 levels and 0 XP and you're inside and you are wearing the space helmet, then it will give you wither. So because obviously in there, if you're not wearing a space helmet, you still want to be able to breathe, but it's if you are wearing a space helmet. Anyway, this last one, which I think is 7 now, please don't get that wrong. So command 7, what this one does, so if you take your space helmet off, it checks that. So unless, which is the opposite of if you take your space helmet off, it will set your levels to 0, and then you will get affected by the other command block and start to die. Okay, and finally, we've got the oxygen station command block. This one, it should be a repeating command block, and so what it does is it makes sure again, this number here, so this 5 here, 5, you might want to change that if the command block's not exactly where I've put it, but what it's doing is pretty much it's just checking if the player has got a space helmet on, and if they do, then it will give them 50 levels. And now, finally, that is all the command blocks. It's only 8. Definitely, I could turn this into a data pack, which would probably be easier. But You still need to manually put in the entrances and exits and oxygen refilling stations. So maybe I'll do a data pack if any of you want a data pack. If you do want a data pack, make sure to like the video, and that will show me that you want a data pack. And maybe I'll do more command block tutorials like this in the future. So anyway, this has been the commands for moon base sort of thing. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of my future videos, maybe more tutorials, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Wow, that was a lot of takes.